Hello, Stephenville. I'm Micah Moore, staff writer for the Stephenville Empire-Tribune. Today we sit down with Stephenville Police Chief Patrick Bridges. How are you, sir?
Very good.
Great. All right. Well, start off with the 10 questions. What are your daily responsibilities for the police department?
Basically, as the chief of police, I'm responsible for all operations that go on, oversight of all operations. I spend a lot of time dealing with the budget also, various meetings with city officials, other local officials, business people, citizens that walk in.
All right. Well, what was your very first job?
My very first job, I was a busboy at the York Steakhouse in Hurst, Texas.
How much fun. Long way since then.
Very much.
All right. Who do you count as your mentors?
A couple of people. Probably first and foremost is a man by the name of Ken Burton. Ken is chief of police in Columbia, Missouri. He and I worked together in the Arlington Police Department, and he advanced quicker than what I did, and he's kind of mentored me along. And then there was also a retired deputy chief in Arlington by the name of Danny Suster, and Danny kind of took me under his wing many years ago and kind of helped guide me throughout my career.
All right. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I'd like to have more hair. Other than that, I'd probably like to be more mechanically inclined. I think I'd like to be able to do more things with my hands.
I know. In your position as police chief, what do you consider the greatest opportunities?
The greatest opportunity in Stephenville is the people itself. Not just the people in the department, but the people in the community. The opportunity is there to get them more involved and to hopefully have more of a partnership than what we currently have.
All right. Well, what do you think is your biggest challenges?
Biggest challenge is going to be getting people motivated to want to be more of a partnership. At times when things are going really well for people, they have other things that take up their time, and even when things are bad, if someone's not personally affected by a particular situation, more times than not, it's difficult to get the kind of involvement that you'd like to have. So we would like to see some things. We would like to see some crime watch groups established. We'd like to see some citizens on patrol groups established. And the challenge for me is reaching out to the people in the community and getting them to agree to become a part of that.
Change the subject a little bit. How has technology impacted the way you do your day-to-day business? Technology
has really impacted law enforcement as a whole. When I first started in law enforcement, we had radios in the cars, but that was about it. The light bars were all little toggle switches that you used to turn on lights. If you had a radar, it was this big cone that hung out the side of the window, and now everything's gone digital. We have lasers to measure speed and measure distance. We're just now getting computers put in the cars where it cuts down on radio traffic, allows officers to do a lot more of their business from the car itself, doesn't tie up the dispatchers. Cell phones help, just all kinds of advances in technology. If you look at even with the weapons we use, we've gone from when I first started to everybody carrying revolvers to most departments now, including this one, carrying semi-automatics, having patrol rifles, having less lethal tools at our disposal, such as pepper spray, such as a taser. It's given us a lot more tools to be able to do our job more effectively and a little bit safer to the public.
All right, tell us something about yourself that most people don't know.
Big Seinfeld fan. Love to watch Seinfeld.
Great. All right, and the very last question, if you could have a different career other than what you're doing now, what would it be?
I think it would have been a pilot. Just the opportunity to get out and fly, and I think being able to fly, that's something challenging. It's a challenge that a lot of people can't do, and I think it's something I've been really interested in.
Well, thank you, Chief Bridges,
Thank you.
and thank you, Stephenville.